Radar finds underground structures twice as deep as the Eiffel Tower.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long one.
An ancient civilization deep below the pyramids of Giza? That is the outrageous claim that has been all over the internet recently. There's plenty of discussions available on the archaeological issues with these statements, but I haven't seen many people talk about how these discoveries were supposedly made. So let's take a closer look at the scanning methods behind the claims. The images were based on synthetic aperture radar, or SAR for short. It's pretty much like sonar. You send out waves, they bounce around, and you use the echoes to build an image, like this. The big difference is, while sonar uses sound waves, SAR uses radio waves. One issue, SAR is great for mapping surfaces, but it can't actually see below the ground. So how did the scientists claim to spot something 2 kilometers beneath the surface? Well, they actually did something that seems pretty clever. They used SAR surface images made by satellites to detect tiny vibrations in the ground, and they used these micro motions to create images of what's underground. They first tested this method near Mount Vesuvius, which is well known for its seismic activity. Seems reasonable so far. Here we encounter our first big problem. Egypt isn't exactly shaking with volcanic activity. So even if the tests near Vesuvius were a success, which is a big if, where are these measurable vibrations coming from? The vibrations they report in Egypt are only a few nanometers in amplitude. That's a billionth of a meter. And they're trying to detect them with images from space. With signals that tiny and measuring equipment that far away, there's a pretty big chance that we're seeing a lot of measurement error here. And then there's another thing that bothers me. Why use this complicated experimental method while there are well-tested tools for scanning below ground? Ground-penetrating radar and electrical resistivity scanning have both been used successfully at many archaeological sites, including Giza. And we're not yet even talking about the way these scientists have chosen to platform their findings and the shady journal that they publish their findings in. So before we get carried away with claims that would change our understanding of human history forever, let's make sure that the science that backs them has actually been conducted properly.